Hi everyone, my name is YINT. I am a graduate student studying economics at Chiang University, Thailand. My student ID is 651635818. For the purpose of this video, I am going to discuss about the theory of consumer behavior under uncertain situation. So please have a look. One consumer make a purchase decision without knowing exactly what they are getting for their money. Making decision whether or not to buy a good without knowing exactly what the good is worth involves some degrees of risk, as there is variation in the possible outcomes. To make these decisions, they have to evaluate to their best ability how much the goods are really worth and then decide how much they are willing to pay for the goods. So there can be some key factors affecting, such as expected value theory, perceived risks, information availability, personal values and priority, and economic condition. Now let us take a look at an example. There is a person named YINT who is very interested in investing in Bitcoin, but he cannot be sure what will happen to the values of his stock as time goes by. The company could be a huge success, making his stock very valuable, or it could be a moderate success, making his stock somewhat valuable, or it could be a failure, making his money lost. Before he decides to buy any stock, he has to decide what is the most likely outcomes and what his stock is going to be worth based on the probability of different outcomes. He has to assign the stock and expected values to compare against the present price. In order for him to be able to calculate these expected values, he needs to account for all possible outcomes so that the total value will be equal to 1. Let's assume that huge success, moderate success, and failure are the only possible outcomes. So the probability of at least one of them occurring is equal to 1. As you can see on the slides, all of the combined probability are equal to 1. So as we can see, this is Chiang's expectation of the Bitcoin market according to his expected value calculation. The expected value and the probability is $5 per share. So we know that he believed that the stock to be worth $5. We would expect him to buy stock if it is priced lower than $5 a share. This can be explained by his openness to taking risks because the future price of the stock is uncertain and his estimation is only an estimation. According to the possible outcomes and expected value calculation, we can decide what he wants to do based on the kind of person he is. So as we can see, if he is risk adverse, then he won't buy any stock even if the expected values are positive. He is not willing to invest in a good investment because he is still afraid of losing his money. But if the price of the stock is over $5 and he still decides to buy stock, even though it is only $5 a share, then it means that he is risk-loving. But if he is risk-neutral, then he will not buy any stock with negative expected value, but he will buy a stock with positive expected value. Even if the risk is very high, if the expected returns are positive, he will make the purchase. Even if the risk is very low, if the expected returns are negative, he will refuse to buy stock. So this type of decision making based on probable outcomes can be used in many different situations. If consumers make a careful estimate of expected value and assessing the risks involved, they can attempt to maximize their utility based on their individual preferences for goods. But remember that there can be other factors that affect this decision. So this is the end of my discussion for today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. If you have any question related to my discussion, please feel free to contact me via this email. Thank you so much.